Hey there, Leo. We're going to jump right into career today. Career. Ooh, whatever you're doing, you're heading in the right direction. Yeah. So are you learning a new skill right now, Leo? There's something that you're doing where you're either going to be taking training courses, seminars, education courses, whatever it is that you're doing in those courses, that is going to help repair your credit because it's going to bring you in money. If you just left a position, they want you to watch your spending. Or if you just lost a job or are in the process of transitioning to maybe your own stuff, they want you to be like check what you're spending and cut as much as possible. That's coming out with a lot of the readings. This it's like a wave of energy. This theme is happening a lot. They want you to know that this would be a good time to put in overtime on your training, getting skills, polishing your skills. They want you to do that because you're going to be offered something um, in the future. It will require a background check, but I was getting something else. Hold on. I just heard there's a fork in the road. Which path are you going to take? Which path are you going to choose? And it feels like it's a path where you either choose yourself or you choose other people over yourself. Because whatever you've been building, whatever you've been training for, it's going to take you places that you've never been before. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, job loss, termination of employment, and then you had the retire card. Is there something where you lost a job or you're thinking about leaving a job? They want you to keep your receipts, pay your bills, or are you doing something on your own? If you started out doing something on your own, they need you to like you're not going to be able to live the same swanky lifestyle that you were living, even if it wasn't swanky. Maybe you go out to eat every day. Now you're not going to be able to go out to eat every day. Something like that. It's like you're going to have to start cooking at home, bulk meals, something like that will help. But they also want you saving your receipts and creating a budget for yourself. So you know what is expected of you financially every month, when it is expected of you. They want you to do that. And then I also heard, I don't know who would be in this position, but if you're in a position right now where like you have a chunk of money, they're saying don't, hold on. Just because you have it doesn't mean you really have it. It's got to be used for expenses. It's not like extra money and expenditures. It's for you buckling down and doing something different, kind of off what other people are doing. Nose is getting stuffy. The weather here has been so crazy. What? They want these. 444 on the clock. It's all in the timing right now. it's time to put your demands on the table and tell the universe exactly what you want. Like, be very, very specific about what you want. You could think about and reflect on what happened in the past to help you figure out what you want to do in the future, but they don't want you reflecting on the past and getting mucked up in the emotions again. They want you to use that as like a launching pad for you to propel yourself forward and do something different. Some of you are being well underpaid in your current career, current job. You're being encouraged to, especially if you've somebody here has taken over like job duties of someone else somehow for at work. Their source is asking you to go to your manager and ask for a raise. Like, if you're doing things for somebody else, like, I have this on my plate and I got all this extra work, but I have no extra pay and I deserve more. Like, they're saying that for whoever's, and that's for a group that's already in a current position that doesn't want to leave. Oh, they said no. No to those. Someone's super heartbroken that they've lost a chance with you, like a big opportunity. They didn't, like, you healed your heart and reflected on the past, and you decided, no, no, I don't want this person. Like, I don't want anything to do with them. But they're also reflect. I don't want anything to do with them, and I just got goosebumps everywhere. Ooh, ooh. This is interesting. I just heard sources planning easy, painless healing experiences. That is not something I have ever experienced, so I can't speak to that. But when you do have it happen, please come back and tell me because I would love to know. It's interesting because I heard sources saying with this Empress kind of in reverse, kind of not, because it's sitting on my table like this, from my perspective, my view. Source did this on purpose. Source waited until you were strong enough and knew exactly what you wanted before they allowed you to start shining, because they knew as soon as people saw you starting to uh, better your life or grow or shine in any way, that they were going to want to come back. And if had source not put you in a position to where you looked like you weren't you didn't have anything going for you, or something wasn't working out, you weren't, like, you're just stagnant. If they had allowed these people from the past to see you rise during the time that you were healing, it would have messed up the entire plan that you set forth in your birth chart before you came here, which is huge. I have the Chariot that's kind of sideways, kind of up, and then the Judgment that's kind of sideways and kind of up, and Temperance that's kind of sideways and kind of up. I'm also getting an energy here of, although they see you leveling up, they want to be flippant and say there's no way that he or she healed as much as they portray. And that's what these people are thinking who haven't healed from your past. I just heard making shit up. Whatever, you're making shit up. They're going to have a rude awakening when they see exactly what you pull off. thinking you're making things up when you're telling the truth. And so they're judging you, judging you, judging you. And then all of a sudden their jaw's going to drop and go, they were right the whole time. It really did happen. Yeah. You dealing with arguments and fights with somebody who likes control. Excuse me. This window up, freezing. Um, who likes control. Like, this is what they're telling me it kind of felt like, even if it didn't happen physically, energetically and emotionally, this is what it felt like to your body. You were constantly getting ridiculed or yelled at or judged for something, criticized for something. And it's because of that behavior that you had enough, 1111, you had enough and decided to try something different, and it made you so happy. Look at this. You going from this to this. So what is it going to do? It's going to piss off this person because you're not allowing them to feel better by transferring their negative emotion onto you so you can transmute the energy. You're not allowing that anymore because you're in this energy here of starting new things, of taking a new direction, going away from this energy here, and building, like, being self-aware, self-help, self-love was something that you had to really work on. Finding your balance was something you had to really work on because you were knocked off kilter so many times with so many different experiences. And it doesn't really feel, well, it could be intense for some of you, but it doesn't really feel like super, super intense experiences. It feels like an overwhelming amount of experiences. Like it's all hitting you, it kind of all hit you at once. Like the domino effect with this person and then another person and another person and another person. You're like, damn, which way do I go? But they're saying that you did a really, really good job with this. Yeah. This is exactly, this is why something has taken as long as it has. Oh, you're getting justice. That flew out right on the Knight of Swords. I'm so interested to see what this is. Got the Magician at the bottom, what you don't see coming. Oh my God. This right here. The Five of Swords literally fell out on the Knight of Swords. To me, this is the harshest tarot card in the deck for me, because nobody wins in this situation. There's not a win-win outcome. There's not any winners. There's just people getting hurt, people dominating, controlling, taking away from people that they shouldn't be taking away from. This is so weird, but I did just hear check a backpack for some type of like listening device or tracking device. I don't know. Whatever that means, they want you to check it. They want you to know you moving away from this Five of Swords and doing something new is actually causing a lot of painful experiences for other people, because you were the glue that held things together. You made things run smoother for everyone else, um, to the detriment of your own health and time. But that dynamic has changed because your mind is not being inundated with lies, right? Like, this is where you were. Same energies right here. Look in this card. All of those same energies still trying to get at you here. But you choosing to do something different and not. Interesting. I just heard exposing the peanut gallery. You're going to be exposing the peanut gallery. What has been done in the dark will come to light, and my right ear is ringing. Yeah. There it is. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.